Yay! Yay is a sound that we make in laughter yoga. Hello, good evening, good morning, whatever time you're watching this live. Welcome. I'm going to wait for the lovely Tove Kane to come on in a minute. Oh, fabulous. Yay. Here she comes. Here she comes. Cheers.
How are you?
I'm ready for bed, are you?
Yes. Big day.
It's always a big day.
Yeah. Hey, every day's a big day.
And there's always laughter in our day, isn't there?
Yeah, so true.
We were saying, I don't know what I was saying, but uh, life is like one whole laughter exercise.
And the thing is, the more that you laugh, the more that you find you are laughing and you have things to laugh at where you previously would have been like cursing or swearing or it's good.
Tomorrow's another day. Tomorrow's another day. Thank you for coming on again, Toby. We must stop meeting like this.
I know. It's always good to see you.
We must do it in
Always
person now.
lovely.
So thank you for joining us, and thank you to our viewers as
Yeah,
well. Those who are watching, because we really appreciate
yeah.
you. Really appreciate you. What we're going to talk about today, we decided, was because it was World Meditation Day yesterday. Did you know? Did anybody know that? Let's rewind a little bit. So I didn't used to meditate. Have you always meditated?
I actually, when I studied drama back in the dark ages, um, that was one of my first experiences of a deep body relaxation, because when we would prepare for our roles as an actor, you have to prepare your body and your mind in order to embody a character. So we would have to, in a way, relax ourselves away from our current state and take on the state of the character that we were playing. And so we used to do a lot of mindfulness, relaxation, meditation, and also because actors use the voice a lot and the breath, we would do an enormous amount of breath work and vocal training, and that in itself is a great meditation.
Wow, I didn't know you went to acting
Oh
school. I didn't know.
yeah, it's my degree.
Aha!
Oh,
Yeah. What else don't we know about you,
no,
Toby? Oh,
it's
wow, very
mysterious.
talented. Um, yeah. So that was a little while ago. That was like a few years ago.
Yeah, just 103.
So when I trained in laughter yoga, I had no idea that this thing called yoga nidra, non-sleep deep rest, was part of it. I had no idea at all. And when the trainer was training us, it's like, oh, this is really nice. This is just like a little Zen thing. Didn't know that I had to deliver it. um, and to be fair, we weren't thoroughly kind of trained in how to deliver it, if I'm honest. So we were given a script to do, and it was kind of up to you to learn more if you wanted to, I suppose. So yeah, and it wasn't until, so that was 7 years ago now, and it wasn't until 2020 when that little hiccup in life hit. um, and I was really stressed with lots of different things. And I turned to Yoga Nidra as a daily practice, and I've been doing it every day
Yeah,
since.
it's just
Um, and yeah, and it really is incredibly not only soothing for a busy brain like our ADHD brains, um, but the compounded effects, it's like laughter, the compounded effects of um, activating your parasympathetic nervous system in that way um, is, yeah, it it really puts a calmness on life when when things are really tough.
yes.
Um, and I think that's incredibly important, really, because stress bunny that I was, um, yeah, I couldn't. I don't think I could have coped without it.
Yeah.
uh, you know, and it's one of my favourite things to deliver now.
Yes, and this is the beauty of meditation and relaxation and laughter yoga, as you mentioned there, Sarah. Just, the laughter yoga, that practice is definitely about activating the
Mm.
system to be more energized and to actually, in a way, for many of us, it can also be a cathartic release to let go of difficult thoughts and feelings. Here's why Yoga Nidra is so important. And it allows us to slow the body. Because here's why. You cannot park a car at 80 miles an hour, right? You just can't do it. And that's why people go wrong with meditation. You need to first slow the body, and then the mind can slow down after the body has slowed, and then we can go into a relaxation. If the body's still very active, if the mind is still very activated, it is difficult to relax and let go. So this is why the pairing of laughter yoga and yoga nidra following is just absolutely sublime.
Because I think it's also beneficial, Toby. Because guess what? You can't think of anything when you laugh, so you've switched off that thinking part of your brain, which then when you go into yoga nidra, it's already done its work. It's like it's already relaxed. You're not thinking thoughts of what you're gonna have for tea, blah 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 blah, all your worries. That's already gone through because you've been laughing for so long. So that's, the more I think about the benefits of the combined effect, the more I'm like, wow, this is like really, really incredible. Because if I was under so much stress, I know that I would have lots of colds. I would be so susceptible to colds. And you know how it is. You go, oh, another cold, and another cold, and another cold. And if you're bringing up children, you're always around germs, aren't you?
Oh,
Always around germs. Um, so having something that is stimulates the immune system, it's like after yoga, like yoga nidra, is incredible. And I'm sure that we would have a lot of illness um, if we didn't do it
I
because our
think
stress levels.
you touch on something that's really valuable and good to know, and that is that kids can do laughter yoga and kids can do a yoga nidra as well. And in fact, you know, uh, we need to match. We need to identify what kind of energy they're in and where insisting that a child relax when they are activated. That that's not appropriate, obviously. But by getting them to do some of our laughter exercises, allowing them to burn off their energy and to play, then you have an opportunity to interact with them and encourage them to relax. So, Sarah, we often do a laughter meditation in our sessions.
You do.
And let's describe that for people. It's about a combination, after we've done our laughter exercises, which are designed to help us to get 10 to 15 minutes of sustained laughter. So it's laughter games with breathing in between. We then go into a laughter meditation, which enables us to laugh out the last little sort of snorty laughs that we have left, or maybe something just catches us. And it's the free flowing laughter that is so delicious, isn't it?
Oh, it is, yeah. And the emotional release, that it's like non-talking therapy, isn't it? It's non-talking therapy. It's like the emotional release of right deep down, things like I said last week, like inner regrets that can just come out, and those feelings of, oh, stuck inside. There's feelings sometimes of, somebody said something to me that's really hurtful, or am I overthinking about what I said to somebody else? All these kind of deep feelings, and sometimes they're from years ago, and it is, we do have tears, don't we? We do have tears. Sometimes they're laughter tears, and sometimes they're real deep sorrow, emotional tears that come out in laughter meditation. And it's very cleansing, isn't it?
It is. I see
Really
Heidi the
cleansing.
first with us. So thank you, Heidi, for being here. It's good to see you. And
Hi.
we really appreciate when people are able to join us live. And please share your comments, your responses, your feelings as we are having these laughter chats. And if you are keen to explore this, Sarah and I can do we can do it in 10 to 20-second bursts for you. So we're going to do a laughter that will last 20 seconds, and then we're going to go into silence for 20 seconds and go back into laughter for 20 seconds and into laughter and silence. So it's an interesting thing, because what happens is the laughter really augments the quality of the silence, and the silence is so delicious next to the laughter. What happens sometimes is you get a little laughter, the stir that starts in your belly through that silence, and then you go back into laughter again. So it's a lovely thing to try. Shall we do that, Sarah? Laughing for 20 seconds
Sure.
and
Shall
then
I use my hands?
okay.
Because it's a bit easier.
Yeah. Which by that stage you're ready to get laughing again. If you're just joining us, we're laughing for no reason. taking a deep breath, breathing in. And exhale. Deep breath in. Fill the lungs. And deep exhale. So there we demonstrated for you the contrast between free-flowing laughter for absolutely no reason. We started to laugh just as the and we went into silence as the contrast. And you can feel there the interesting dynamic of the active laughter and the quiet of the silence. But I like the way that there's a little undercurrent. If you've been laughing, there's a little undercurrent, isn't there, Sarah, of laughter that wants to come back up again for no reason except that we've activated a little element of it being contagious now.
Did anybody laugh with us? Comment and let me know.
Yeah, please let us know. Please tell us if you managed to laugh
Was
with
it
us.
contagious over Instagram Live? But the thing is, I always cough when I start off.
Yes,
I
yes.
always cough, and that's my lung cleanse.
Yeah. I was just scanning around to see about any comments that have come through. Am I still on? Am I still on camera? Yes, I am. There I am. Good. Yes, and that's actually a good thing, Sarah. That purging, that clarity, that clearing of the lungs is part of what is the immune boosting quality of the effective laughter yoga as we clear the lungs and refill our lungs with new, clean oxygen that powers through the body. This is good for us.
Can I ask you a question, Tove? Because you
Yes.
know a lot about breath work.
Yeah.
So I was on a breathwork class today, and he said it's not what you think. So if you are silently breathing in through your nose, very small breath in and out, he said you take in more oxygen that way than if you were doing a deep inhale. So do you know anything about that?
Well, what is interesting with breathing is that we want to try to do as much of the inhale through the nose. And the reason for that is we have filters inside the nasal passages that are actually clearing out a lot of the toxins in our environment. So taking in a deep breath through the mouth, like we tend to, if somebody says take a deep breath in, and most people go, that's not what we want, because we want to make sure that people are breathing in through the nose, and that is true. We actually get more sufficient intake of oxygen when we breathe through the nasal passage, not through the mouth. So if you are walking, for example, you'll notice your heart rate increases and your breathing demand increases. It's very important to, as far as you possibly can, continue to inhale through the nose and get used to exhaling through the mouth. You can exhale for longer through the mouth than you can through the nose. But that's a topic for possibly next week, where we could talk about lung capacity and the residual volumes and how you can increase your lung capacity and why it would matter to you.
Yeah. I always feel like it's a bit like a bagpipe. Our whole system.
I really enjoyed laughing with you tonight, Sarah. And thank you so much, everybody, for jumping on live with us. We so appreciate it. Please do come back, circle back, leave us comments, give us the sense of what it was like for you to experience laughter yoga with us.
And are we doing the same next Wednesday, Toby? Oh, we'll consult diaries. We'll consult diaries, make sure, double check. So yeah, hopefully we'll be back next Wednesday. We'll consult our diaries. Haven't done that beforehand. I'll if you need to scoot, I'll finish off for 5 minutes if you like,
Sure.
Toby.
Okay.
But thank you so much for coming on today and laughing with us. And yeah, we'll do a bit of bagpipe breathing next week.
Yeah, that's a lot. Take care. Bye.
I'll finish off with a laughter exercise. Oh, thank you so much. Isn't Tove amazing? We all love Tove, one of the master trainers in the UK. So let's do a little another lovely exercise. Yesterday I was carrying around a sunflower. Don't know whether you saw some of the images that, but they will be coming on Instagram soon. So we can do sunflower laughter. So we're a little tiny seed, and then we blossom into the sunflower. A little tiny seed. And we start blossoming into the sunflower. Lovely sunflower laughter. And you can also do this, which is really, really lovely. If you can imagine blowing in the wind, moving in the wind, a whole amount of field of sunflowers. If you've been to Dunham Massey or fields of sunflowers where you are. And if it was today, it would be a real blowy day, wouldn't it, because of all the rain. I would show you my sunflower. It's right over there. The other side of the room, and my arm isn't quite long enough. But I can grow my arm a little bit. So let us know if you have any questions about laughter yoga. I can tell you that the more we laugh, the better we feel, and the healthy we are. And a long time ago, I went through a stage of picking my skin with such bad anxiety and stress levels, and now I rarely have any spots or anything. It just the amount of the blood flowing through when we laugh is so good for our skin to keep us looking young, and yeah, like a sunflower, right? So I'm going to love you and leave you. Hopefully see you next week. Keep following both myself and Tove Kane is her Instagram. And we share such fabulous knowledge and lives and so forth. And do watch the stories as well. Keep track. Lovely to see you all. And if you're watching on replay, thank you very much for watching us on replay. Take care. Keep laughing. It's good for you. Bye bye for now. Lots of love. Lots of love. Oh, Fiona, you'll have to watch it on replay. Bye bye for now. Lots of love.